Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's take a look at Heatwave Arena and release date prices for this set. This is going to be the first half of our Rocket set, our Destined Rivals set, so gives you an idea of which cards are going to be the most sought after chase cards in our upcoming set. Price wise is not going to be a dollar for dollar conversion. Usually English price is expected to be 2 to 3 times as much as Japanese prices, so that's how I look at it. That's how I use this information. And I also like to do the complete opposite of most YouTubers who like to predict which cards will go up in value. I like predicting how much these cards will go down in value after the release date prices. So here we are looking at the Heatwave Arena artware set. These lots are usually way cheaper than this. This is very expensive. Most of these artware lots are usually $35, $45. You know, there's like 9 or 12 cards in a set, right? Most artwares are like $3 to $5. So this is a very high premium for this set, for this lot. So we'll take a look at some higher value ones. Starting with the Arvin. We're just going to look at the higher value ones, anything over $5. So Arvin being a trainer card or trainer partner Pokemon, got some value to it. I don't know how playable this card is, but not my favorite artwork style. I don't expect me to ever want this card. So this would be a D grade for art style, but not for me, but it might be for you. Shaman. Now I know this card is going to be playable. It's the new bench protector to replace Manaphy. So it's going to have some playability priced into it. And over in English might be a $20 card. $10 is kind of pricey, but you know it's one of the more playable cards in this set, so it will carry some premium. Then to our surprise, Misty got 2 art rares instead of 1 SIR and art rare, so going for $12, which is not crazy expensive to my surprise, but this is probably the weaker one out of the 2 art rares that she got. $12, very reasonable. I would not expect this to get crazy expensive. Maybe in English might be a $45 card, to be honest. I just don't know. The English market is just so out of whack, you cannot predict prices. $15 for the Roserade Cynthia card, which is very reasonable. A lot of these cards are in line with Battle Partners trainer cards, so I'm not surprised with these prices. I think they're fair value. $21 for a Typhlosion. Typhlosion was my starter in Pokemon Gold. I didn't even know Ethan was the main character, honestly. I'm very bad with trainers or characters in the game. I just care about the Pokemon. Super badass card. I will be adding this to my collection. Maybe not at $20, maybe $15 or less. We'll see if these drops in value. We got Misty. This is the big artware set card in this set. In English, at least expect this to be a $50 card minimum, I think. Misty being super popular, Psyduck being super popular. I mean, the Psyduck is super adorable. I'm not so sure how I feel about the art. I'm gonna take a closer look at it. I'm not crazy about the art. It's super clean though. Like the water is super clean, which is really cool. On the verge of being realistic, but Psyduck kind of looks like you know, Play-Doh clay. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this card. It's just not gonna be for me. But at $25, it's not crazy value. It's not crazy expensive, right? So definitely on the higher end price. I think these are like how much the Groudons and EVs are going for now. Ethan, I think, is the only trainer that got the SIR treatment, or SAR in Japanese. So Ethan's Adventure could be a playable card, so there is a possibility that this card could go up in value. Currently sitting at $70, which is kind of expensive for a male trainer, but it is a super adorable card. You got Pichu, you got Cyndaquil. You know, honestly, this is a very cool looking card, to be honest. Like, you got some fan favorite Pokemons in there. Gold Verge, super nostalgic. But yeah, if Ethan becomes playable, you do have to run 4 of these, just because I think that's how the effect works with Typhlosion. But I don't know how playable Typhlosion is going to be. It's a single prize card, and we're in a double prize card meta. Now let's get to the other trainer SIR, which is Arvin and Milbostif. New trainers like Arvin, Hop just do not do well for male trainers. $27, which is cheaper than, or at the same price as an art rare for Misty. So yeah, collectors, I don't know if you really want this card. Not my art style. It's one of the derpy art style, more fun style, which is not for me. I'm here for the badass looking cards, which is something like this. Yeah, Mega SIR is going for more than Arvin. $30. This one, I think, has some playability. I haven't really looked too much into playing this one, but if it becomes playable, you're looking at another, you know, playable card that could have some premium to it. But $30 for a Mega, it's not bad. Most SIRs go for about $30, I think, that are not crazy desirable. And then we got Ethan's Ho-Oh, 150, 155. Now, I was hoping for a little more texture-wise to make this card really shine for me. It's not doing it. It's not an S tier. It's not a must-have card for me. The texture on it, because I'm here to look at the texture when the card's actually released, it doesn't scream must-have. It doesn't say anything spectacular about it. I mean, the colors are going to be gorgeous, I believe. If this person took better pictures, maybe you do it justice, but I'm not. You see, I was thinking for more shine somehow with the sun rays and at the bottom of holes, right? It's not really doing that. It is a gorgeous looking card, but I'm not blown away. So at 155, My price prediction for this one is going to be under $100 because it's a male character. Ho-Oh, I don't know will be as popular as something like a Lugia is, right? So for Japanese price, I'm going to say it's going to drop below $100 or right around $100. So that's about a 30% drop, which is kind of in line with how much Battle Partners big chase cards dropped. So I'm looking at $100, maybe $90, around that price range for this card. Let me know what your prediction is, or I'm just way off. But then the big chase card for me, it's going to be the Cynthia's Garchomp, 246. Price prediction for this one is 150. I mentioned that when the card was first revealed, and honestly, this card looks amazing. The texture, the lighting, the colors of texture. Look at his eyes, man. He got that blue fire. That's a high intense heat wave arena. Yeah, I think the texture on this one looks sick. Really pops a lot of part of the card out. Let's see. Yep, Cynthia. I mean, the texture on Cynthia is pretty boring. But I think the stadium part looks pretty good. The lights is what really is attracting me the most. This is a badass looking card. It fits into how I like to collect. So yeah, texture is pretty all over the place on this one. It's a really nice looking card. Super excited. Again, I say 150 because usually you can expect a 40% drop for the bigger chase cards. At least that's how I see it. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, and that's where I'm going with it. 150, that's my price prediction, and I'll give you an idea of where I got that number from. So Battle Partners, this is kind of the idea of where I got the prices from. So again, I made price predictions for these. This was spot on. I was expecting this to be a $35 card. I already picked it up at $37, so close enough to the price point I was predicting. This one dropped 15%, just $7. It was a $45 card when it came out. Salamence, I guess Salamence is not that popular. And then we got Hop. I predict $35. Maybe I'll do a post-edit pop-up to show you guys that I did predict this price. $35. So prediction's been pretty spot on so far. Enzorg, I predicted $70, I believe. We'll see what the post-edit says. Male trainers, like I said, have the chance for the biggest drop. And Iono, I'm surprised. See, I didn't make predictions for the female trainers just because I didn't know how the Japanese market was going to react. I don't know if there's going to be another waifu boom, and these were going to shoot up to $1,000 and just keep going up from where they were released. So this was released at $268. Now you're looking at $155. That's a 40% drop, which is a very decent amount, which is a healthy drop. I always expect that to drop around that 40%. 30, 40, 50% for depending on how desirable the card is, right? And then even this one had a very significant drop. This was $530 plus on release day. So seeing at $300 gives you hope that prices could be reasonably coming down for a lot of these Heatwave Arena cards after a few months. So this was a 38% drop from $500 plus. So let's just take a look at TCGplayer. I'm gonna say one thing off the bat. Do not buy your cards from TCGplayer, your Japanese cards. Buy them from eBay. We just looked at the prices. Way cheaper than this, okay? This was $35 what I paid, or $37, $27, $20, $35, so $15. So just do not buy these, all right? Wait until the listings on TCGplayer matches their current market price on eBay. This is just low supply, high demand type of deal, right, on TCGplayer, because they don't get the access to Heatwave Arena as fast as the Japanese market, right? So price on Heatwave or Hot Wind Arena, I thought it was Heatwave Arena, $135, which is crazy expensive, but same thing with Battle Partner. It was about $120 or $130 on pre-release order price. So it's dropped significantly. That's a $50 drop, right? So be patient. I don't know if this will drop as much, just because honestly, I think this set is better than Battle Partners, with it being the Garchomp and the Cynthia, but then this one has Clefairy and Lily and Iono. So two way more popular Pokemon or trainers than Cynthia and Ethan. So we'll see. It should drop in my eyes to below this one, just because the more popular trainers are in this set. It doesn't, the newest set, it's not even on here, Garchomp's not even on here, but it's nowhere even near $500 plus or $268 when this one came out. I do expect this to come down in price. Be patient, guys. Always buy your price, compare prices. Do not just buy from TCGplayer just because it's convenient. You'll save so much more money if you shop around. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.